Yo, what is going on? I just wanted to share this with you real quick for trailing stop losses with order blocks. If you guys aren't aware of how that works or even know what an order block is, basically, I've wrote this down. It's a candle opposing a trend, disrupting the flow of order. Easiest way to explain it. So, for example, if you look here, obviously you wouldn't be able to tell this in, obviously it's easier to identify afterwards, but in the downtrend, you've got green candles here. Those are going to be your order blocks. Now, how to utilize this to get further price targets. For example, if you targeted this low and it went all the way down here, how could you have captured more of this move? So let me clear this and just show you real quick. Whenever you kind of zoom in, check it out. This first break of structure here, once this candle closes below this, that'll become your first order block. So I take the open of the candle to the high, and you're going to try your stop above this. So for instance, my stop loss was here. Once this candle closes below that, so right here, that'll validate this. That's like barely closed below, but it's still below it. So that'll validate this order block. So you can move your stop here, but if you're doing it physically, I would be careful because it can wick up and drop down. You just don't want it to close above. That'll be when you want to close out of your trade. But you just trail these as they go. So this will be your first one, close below, then you wait for a second one. You've got a green candle here. There's no price that closes below until this point here. So then you can move this down to the open and then just find the highest green. And that'll be that point there. You can use this for re-entries too. So if price comes back into this bottom section, you can enter stop loss at the top. Go ahead and move this down. Now you should be in profit at this point from whenever you entered. So I think the entry was somewhere around here. Stop loss is in profit, so regardless you're getting out green. But your target was over here at the low, which you can't see because of the webcam. It's this candle here. That was just the initial target, some people may use. So trail it down, find the next green candle, and obviously you should be still holding through all this as well. It'll be here, open to the high, and this doesn't get validated until it closes right here below it. So wherever the lowest point is, once this closes below, that validates this order block, so you can go ahead and drop this down. And again, you kind of want to hover above this. You don't really want to set it here because it can wick up and out. Once that's set though, find the next one, opens down here, high at the top, just pull it over. Validated that one a little later, so this would be the low. Doesn't get closed below until this candle. So at this point, you'd have your stop loss down on this one. But it's only until after this. If it doesn't close below, you want to wait because it could come back up into this one since this one hasn't had the closure below it. Meaning this candle could have turned green as well and popped up more, and if you were kind of, early to move your stop loss there, then you would have got knocked out instead of having it here and letting action play through. So once this closes through, the next one will be here. You can pull this down in the open, same thing there, pull it there, and then pull it to the top. Whoops. Pull this to the top, that'll be your new one. Price doesn't close below it until this one though, and this is a good way to see the re-entry. So once this pops up, once this closes, this is valid. This pop up, you can re-enter, stop loss here, and obviously keep targeting down below. Easiest way is to target previous lows, so like this point here. But as you can see, we've moved our stop quite a bit from the top. So this was the initial stop loss, and now we're way down here in profit. And of course you can sell at any time, but if you have multiple targets, this is an easy way to trail it. The next one will be here, open of the candle, high of it. This one gets closed and validated at the next candle, so you can pull this down. Stop loss is there. This next one is where you actually get stopped out unless it hits your prior target. Now on NQ, this actually did not go to the hourly low here. On ES it did. But with the trailing, you can still capture more of the move and not give up a lot of the gains. So stop loss is here. This gets validated. Next one would be down here. So you've got the lowest open to the highest green until this one's taken out. Gets stopped out, or not stopped out, close below here. So this is validated. Go ahead and move your stop. Now this is what I was talking about. This will be where you get stopped out at, unless you took profit prior. So close below, took out this low, comes up, you get stopped out once this candle closes above. So technically this trade went from wherever the entry was, which I used 61.8, so 21,881.25. I'll just pull this up real quick. Stop loss at the high initially, and then instead of getting stopped out over here. You picked up more of the gains by getting stopped out down here on the close. So that's an additional, let me see if I can pull up the price range real quick. So instead of stopping out here, you picked up another 50 something points just by trailing the stop loss. And again, you can do the break even thing. I've seen some people do that too. It's just, why would you give up all the gains from going down if it doesn't reach your, your price target? There's just no sense in that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, just let me know, or any other methods for it. Obviously, you hold this for quite a bit longer too, because this reaches out from whatever the entry is, 10:25 to getting stopped out at 2:20 Central Time. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.